very much, Mr. Toastmaster, and thank you, Toastmaster of the evening and President of the club, for providing an excellent opportunity to present my second proposal and second speech. Before I get into my main topic, I would like to engage the audience. Like, how many guys from you have heard about psychology ever? You can use thumbs up using the annotate function or what? Okay, that's cool. I think most of you guys know about the psychology, right? And how many of you have know about the frogology?
What?
Yeah, I can see on your face there's an expression that we don't know about this. So we will not be discussing psychology today. We will be discussing some frogology. Frogology basically is a subject where you study the frog's behavior with relation to the water. And say, for example, if you consider this as a vessel and put the frog in this water and try to heat it up. As the water temperature goes up, the frog adjusts its temperature to live in the water. But at certain point of time, when the water reaches to the boiling point and frog wants to jump out, but it cannot jump outside the vessel. So I will ask you one question. What killed the frog?
Getting boiled unknowingly.
Uh, Maybe like this is the one aspect you can say, but
Delayed decision making.
his behavior to the changing things, to the changing environment, that he was unable to decide at the appropriate time when to leap out of that vessel, that killed him. So our life is similar to the frogology. We need to adapt ourselves with the changing world. If we do not take right decisions at the right time, we will be dying, or we will be like expelled out of the life at any certain of time, any certain point of time. I will give you another example. I visited a doctor, Pakistani doctor here in Hoover. I went him with my family to for regular checkup. He was Pakistani. I asked him what's going on the COVID-19. His views were like this is useless and people are not. There is no such effect. But I visited him last time, like last 3 days before, and there was something written on his room that he is no more working with us, and he died due to the COVID-19. So this is the point of time that he did not accept the change, but was imposed to him. I will give you another example. Say, for example, one of my clients CFO called me, and he told me in February that they are going to close the company because they are getting such business. But when the COVID-19 came in, and he called me after three months that we are progressing like multiple of 10 times, and we do not want to close our company now. Because I told what changed your life? He told me like we changed our strategies since we were an IT company and everything changed to the IT. So we effectively managed our business to move to the IT, and then our business has jumped in, and we are like just you can say there is an exponential growth in our business. So if we connect this like the doctor's story, that is, and the CFO story with the real-time frogology, like, and study with the human psychology as well. So we can link them all together and try to understand what we need to do in the changing world. If the world is changing, moving from one thing to another thing, we need to adapt ourselves. With with the moving world, we are adapting ourselves anyhow. Like the change is imposed on us. Say, for example, if you don't change, your age is changing. If you don't change yourself, your fathers are getting more age, your brothers are getting older. So everything is changing. But as a human being, you need to accept in your mind that change is the constant factor. I see there is some engineer here as well in our Toastmaster club. So if we put it in a mathematical equation, that would be like change is a constant factor in our life. If we take it, change, and adapt is like we are going to change at every point of time, then we will be successful. Same is the case for our Toastmaster Club. Say, for example, if we just imposed ourselves that the virtual meetings cannot happen and we have to go to the ICAPS building to conduct the meeting, we could not have conducted these meetings. And now we have virtual members from Oman, from UAE, from Qatar, and from Saudi Arabia. So this is what like our Toastmaster Club also accepted the change. So the point to prove is the frogology subjects teaches us that we need to change our mindset and our behaviors and accept it as like as change as constant factor, and then just keep moving ourselves to the new world. So this is about the whole story, and I would like to thank you for providing me an opportunity. Over to you, Toastmaster. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hasnain Ali, for.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Hello?
hear you.
All right, thank you. Okay, TM Hasnain. TM Hasnain, you delivered a very nice speech today. You looked very much in command. You knew exactly what you were talking, that maintained the smooth flow of your speech going till the end of your speech. In the beginning, you said that now you would like to engage the audience. Well, uh, technically, you do not have to mention it separately that now you're going to say something which is going to, make the audience engaged. You just have to come up with some statement or some question or some powerful line, some punch line, through which the audience could get engaged automatically. I mean, you don't have to mention it separately that in your coming statement you will be engaging the audience. So just start in a way that audience is automatically engaged. You have very confident personality. You are blessed with a very good speaker voice. You use good examples that really created interest in your speech. The story you told us today was really motivational. You talked about frogology concept. The story of frog was very thought-provoking. The message of story was very, very clear. Your view was in the center of camera, which is very appropriate because now this is also something speakers need to take care of in the Toastmasters meeting, because this is a new normal, in which you need to be taking care of your location and position in front of camera. So you talked very conveniently in front of camera, as now this is another important skill. I mean, like just the way it is important to, make yourself placed in front of camera. This is also another important skill which a speaker need to have is, to make the eye contact very properly. So since the audience is not seated in front of you directly, so you need to look in the camera of your laptop or mobile, whichever device you're using. So if you'll just continue looking on the, screen view, then this will on the screen, you will appear as if you are avoiding the eye contact because you're not looking directly in the camera. So when you are speaking, the speaker is required to look in the camera directly so that the audience could see it as an eye contact, a direct eye contact from the speaker. You excelled at presenting your ideas conveniently. Okay, You excelled at presenting your ideas conveniently and confidently in front of audience. You may want to work on your voice modulation. In your speech, the story of frog you shared, there was a huge margin of including voice modulation in your story that would have added further music in your talk. To challenge yourself, make more use of vocal variety to bring more expressions in the words you speak. That will definitely make you a very powerful speaker. Overall, it was a great speech. Congratulations. And with this, I hand over the charge back to the general evaluator.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Toastmaster Majid, for a wonderful evaluation and with a beautiful background.
Oh, thank you.
So